patch that you and I were raised, Michael Carr. God bless you. You're very welcome. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Michael is from the District Community Policing, the District Community Policing Partnership.
Policing Community Safety Partnership.
It's a big mouthful. I can never get my tongue around it, I tell you. But you do good things, and it's the council working with the police and the community to make our environment safe for all of us.
That's correct.
That's it
exactly what it is, yes. It resulted from an amalgamation of the district policing partnerships founded 2002 and the community safety partnerships.
That was when the involvement of the community was pushed out for the first time, and a good thing then that it was.
Absolutely.
You were there from the start and did great things.
That's right, that's right.
You're a man of courage and a man of foresight indeed. So this Friday we have the Purple Flag Day. And what's that about?
Yeah, well, the purple flag, it's a status for the city.
Yeah.
Just like the blue flag is a status for a beach, telling you how clean it is and how attractive and a place that you want to visit. So it is a great tool for many cities now beginning to focus on trying to get the purple flag. It's quite a difficult process that you go through. A lot of criteria is used and measured by the Association of Town Centre Managers in the UK.
Who awards it?
This association.
Town Centre Managers. Yeah.
And
so you're actually judged by your peers.
Absolutely.
In a sense,
Yes, and they know what they're looking for. I think there's 5 criteria. They come over and they visit the city. They go through it and they mark it up and give you a full report in detail about the different aspects, the well-being, how nice a place it is, and so on.
And why did we get it, do you think?
Well, you have a very go-ahead city centre management, number one. We're working, like you say now, very closely with the police. 2 big things that came out of it from Newry's point of view, I think, was partnership, and the CCTV across the city had a big part to play in it, and maybe more importantly the data hub, where we have a number of different organisations and government bodies feeding into one computer system where the amount of activity, or for example, in antisocial behaviour and things like that, are noted and recorded and targeted.
Yeah. I just wondered to what extent it's good that we are targeting it, but is the antisocial tail wagging the wider community dog? That the bad people of the night are dictating the agenda?
No, but you still have to know where it's happening, know how much of it there is, and target it. I don't think it's the tail wagging the dog.
No,
I think
that
good
you know what I'm saying.
Good things, good things are being done. Obviously, you can't say that Newry's a great place to be at night if it's not safe.
Yeah.
And the bottom line on it is there's good things being done for the nighttime economy in Newry. And
the twin bottom line is that when people come to holiday in Newry and Mourne, they'll want to go out at night in Newry.
Absolutely, and I mean the dining experience place was one of the criteria on the on the test, and it did very well. You have some great establishments to go to at night, and
some of them quite simple and easily paid. It's not an expensive experience.
Yes, and I mean there's just improvements in every aspect of that. You know, from service right through to
it was a
good places to eat.
Yeah. It wasn't always like this. You and I remember worse days.
Yeah, we had the launch of the Purple Flag last Friday up in Bagnall's Castle, and that was one of the things I said, Rowan. I remember, and maybe not so very long ago, that I wouldn't have come to Newry.
No, it wouldn't have been.
It wouldn't have been an attractive place, and now the people are flooding to it. Now, there's been a lot of catalysts and all that, and we speak about the Canal Court, who were also mentioned in the report.
They've been there from the start of the Renaissance, haven't they?
I think it was a catalyst, and in many ways. But Newry is a thriving. It has a thriving nighttime economy now at the moment. You know.
Yeah.
The other thing about the launch last Friday, we had the pleasure of watching a DVD, which maybe sometime you'll be able to show.
I'd love to
show your viewers, but it just portrayed Newry, and I said at the meeting, I'd love to go to this place, you know, because it really came across. And sometimes, you know, I've often heard you saying it, even about Warren Point and walking around to see it. Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have.
No, it is true, and I think we mentioned Warren Point, which is in a sense is an extension of Newry, but it has its own individuality. But the people, we know it, we're neighbours, we're close and all the rest of it. But there is something beautiful and wonderfully iconic and simple about Warren Point that makes you feel it's a nice coat to put on.
Yeah.
It really
sometimes
is.
you miss it.
Yeah,
And
if you're away from it a wee while.
No, but even if you miss it, even when you're there,
Yeah,
you miss exactly what the full value of the whole
But
thing.
you're kind of brought back in the Warren Point experience when Mr. Walsh, the senior, and asks Mr. Walsh, the junior chemist, and Mr. Walsh, the junior, takes a moment to help a lady across the road, and you go across to the fruiterer, you go across to Philip, and he says, and he folds the arms and puts his backside against the counter, and he's going to talk to you for 5 minutes. All of that kind of thing. And then the queues of people lining up to have the dinners done buy their dinners out of Diamond. Lots of things. If you want a suit of clothes, sure, now for goodness sake,
Right.
you know the good ghosts of a caring past surround you.
And that comes across sometimes too in Newry when you see it in the city centre management and you know, families that have been there for decades, and Jack Murphy and many others that make a big contribution to. And that's what it's about too. This Purple Flag is about partnership. It's about people working together for the greater good.
Absolutely. I was heartened this week because we always fear as we walk along this road to the nirvana that we call peace. We always fear the fellows in the shadows coming back. And I was very heartened this week to see Dominic McGlinchey Jr., the name we know, for goodness sake, to hear him say that there was no appetite among the dissidents for a full-blown campaign. That's reassuring.
Well, I hope I hope he's right. I think what has happened over this past 2 decades almost proves that we're in a much better place.
We certainly are.
You know, and working together. You know, we do complain, all of us, about what's not happening and what's not happening on the Hill, and politicians aren't doing that and doing the other. And I suppose in many regards, Purple Flag's an example of that. It's partnership. People are working together, and there's a lot of people out there, Rowan, voluntary, putting in a lot of time and effort, and the rewards are now beginning to come to the top.
I just have that sense. It's interesting you spot that. I just have that sense that we're a more vibrant society than we were. That lots of things. Anywhere you look, there's a little plume coming up from the earth of Newry, and it's boom, boom. It's all there.
Yeah.
Good things are happening.
Yes, I suppose it's ironic, or even you know, we were coming out of the troubles. It was tough times and all that, and then you were hitting with the financial avalanche, you know, and had it not been for that, goodness knows where we were. It would have been a lot easier had there not been collapse of so many different financial institutions.
But still, we've survived it, for goodness sake.
Yeah, we're still going.
And of course, Newry reaches out to America, across the world. We have our Twin City campaign there.
Yes.
What is it called? It's
Thriving.
called
Sister Cities.
Sister Cities. And it's Pines. What's it called?
Southern Pines.
Southern Pines in North Carolina.
And and we're in the process also of extending that. Southern Pines is quite a good-sized urban town.
Yes.
And to reflect more of what Newry Moor is like, we're taking in the areas of Pinehurst.
Yeah.
Pinehurst and Aberdeen. Pinehurst is...
You've been there, Michael.
I've been there, yes. And it is a lovely part of the world.
Isn't that a nice criterion, that it is a lovely part of, it's not the criterion, but it just coincidentally is a nice part of the world.
Yes.
And Newry and Mourne reaches out there, they're reaching to us. it makes the pond between us very shallow indeed.
Oh yeah, it only takes you a few hours to get there.
Yeah, easily done.
Yes, and they are planning a few visits to us this year with a group of young musical students.
Exciting.
And,
It's going to be
hopefully
exciting.
a group of golfers.
Yeah, that'll be good. Your beloved golf.
Well,
We
yes.
had Don Patterson on the program yesterday. We were in the Warren Point Library yesterday.
Yes, and,
we had a great time. We're very well looked after there. Good people there.
Oh, definitely.
Without a doubt.
Looked after them.
But I hadn't realised that Don Patterson had been a footballer, played for Derry City, had been offered trials across the water, and been an international hockey player and all of that.
Yeah.
So don't play golf against him. He's good at high-hand
He
coordination.
trained me when I played football for Warren Point. Don,
Really?
Which was very unusual at that time too. But Don crossed a few barriers and came and trained Warren Point.
Isn't that
He was
lovely?
a great runner. He was
Yeah.
a great, well, not a marathon runner at that time, but he ran big miles in a week.
Yeah,
You know, he was
he's
a very
amazing.
fit man.
It's great to have the strength to do that. I wouldn't any longer be able to do that. You know, and, would you be beyond the golf? Would you be fit for any of that now?
But I'm hardly fit to get down the street.
Do you know something? It gets that way because when you have the miles on the clock, Michael.
Yeah, well, that's it, and that's why I've made a bit of an effort to try and get back at the golf to force yourself around there,
And
because
you're-
it is.
yeah.
It's 4 or 5 mile.
Yes.
Maybe a lot longer the way I go, but you know,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah, but the club's good there now. It's all healthy. It's all working well.
Rowan,
What is that?
we have a wee pin here for Purple Flag Day. I'll maybe give you this one. I could get another one, and you can.
Let me see this.
You can wear it on.
And be proud on Friday.
And
Wow, look at that. That's the purple flag.
We'll see about.
Yeah, can you see that, Andrew? It's a tiny little, it's purple flag and we're proud of it, as we are in Newry. There you are. How's that, Andrew? You got that? That's our purple flag pin. Look at that. Andrew is very, very good at the camera. He's going to manage all of this. Yeah.
So, and obviously we got a purple flag as well, so, which is much bigger than...
do you need Haas to tell you when you can fly it?
Well, I also mentioned on Friday we have a no flags policy in Newry Council, and
yes.
we'll not change that policy, but it will be on show. I have no doubt. But a lot of the businesses that have been involved in getting the accreditation are doing deals or special offers on over the weekend.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, you just need to look out for them. And
I just feel a weekend of celebration coming on.
Well, Friday night, anyhow. So,
Michael, thanks for coming in. You're always welcome here.
Well,
this is your broadcasting home, we like to think.
It's
and
always a pleasure to come in, everyone.
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you
Thank you
always.
indeed,
God bless you, Michael. Go well. Michael Carr, thank you. Music maestro.